Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Duncan and I'm a travel advisor specializing in Disney destinations. Today is day 3 of my sailing aboard the Disney Magic, and we are in port today at Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. This island opened up to guests earlier this month. It is June 2024, and so we are one of the first sailings to come to this island. To be clear, this is not a private island for Disney. There is a section of the island that is for Disney guests. I have heard that some people of the island can also buy day passes, but for the most part it will be Disney guests staying in this section of the island. There are characters, there's food included. We have a private cabana, and I'm going to be showing you all that Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point has to offer. It is a warm day here in the Bahamas, but I'm starting this morning with some breakfast from Cabanas, and then we also ordered a little room service as well. So we're starting our morning with some breakfast, and then we are gonna head out to Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you can see all of the upcoming fun and adventures that I will be going on. And let's take a look at this super fun port for the Disney Cruise Line. When it is your port day, you will be given an estimate time of when you are able to get off of the ship. Keep in mind that families will start lining up early. There are screens around the ship that tell you what time you can get off and have to come back. All right, we are off of the ship, and I'm gonna be heading out on that pier. What I've heard is that it is a kind of long walk, so I'm gonna set a stopwatch and see how long it actually takes me. For reference, I am 5'2". I have a very short stride. I am kind of a slow walker, so I'm gonna take my time, and we'll see how long it takes me to get there. One of the things that I noticed when I got off the ship were that there were strollers and wagons available for families to use. These were on a first come, first served basis. I did not see anyone doing a sign out. So if that is something that you are wanting to utilize, make sure that you try to get off of the ship early. In my opinion, this walk was not that bad. There's a very nice breeze coming on the bridge, and the views are beautiful. Make sure that you turn around so that you can also see the ship and get some really good photos. The Disney Cruise Line has also provided some water stations along the bridge and at the end to make sure that you stay hydrated for your time on the island. Once I reached the end of the bridge, my time was about 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Keep in mind, I was taking my time, I was walking slow, but I also didn't have any kids with a stroller or a wagon, so this time may be a little bit different for you. Once you go through the main entrance, there will be some bathrooms, a bar, and a small gift area to buy some gifts, but you will want to head to the tram to head to the main part of the island. The trams were running pretty regularly, and I didn't have to wait to board one. I did get off of the ship early, and so I think that might have something to do with it, but it was a very nice tram ride. It was about 5 minutes. Be sure that you listen to the recording that's playing on the tram. It does give you a little bit of information about the island as well as some of the culture. I did notice more strollers and wagons available for families at the end of the tram ride, so if you didn't grab one at the bridge, maybe you could snag one here. This was the main hub of Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. There were some bicycle rentals, of course, the gift shop where you could get Disney Cruise Line merchandise, as well as exclusive Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point merchandise. This merchandise will not be sold on the ship, so you will need to get it on the island. Treasures of Eleuthera was one of my favorite spots to walk around. They had some amazing crafts done by the locals. I did get one of these bags and I was able to get my name on it for $3. There's also plates and pleats where you can get your hair braided, perfect for the island. The Goombay Cultural Center offers some crafts and activities for families of all ages to try, as well as the Junkaroo show that we will see later. Right past the Cultural Center was the Family Beach. That was a beautiful area filled with umbrellas and chairs for families to enjoy. The island also offers some play areas with water for kids, but I did not explore those areas because I was not traveling with kids at this time. Since we were an adults-only group, we did get a cabana at Serenity Bay. Serenity Bay is the adults-only section of this island for 18 and up. Let's check out our cabana. We had a Grand Serenity Cabana for adults only with a maximum capacity of 16 people. Pricing starts at $963 for 10 guests and is an additional $56 per person, up to 16 people. In my opinion, this cabana was 100% worth the price. I loved having a spot that I could come to and hang out and cool down after hanging out on the beach. Towels, sodas, bottled water, and snacks were also available in the cabana, and we could request more from our host. It was also just a short walk to the beach area, and there was a shower along the way. All right, I made it to the cabana, sunscreen, all the things, getting ready to get into the beautiful water over there and have a really fun day. So we are out here in the adults area at Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. The water, so I'm not a beach person at all, but the water has been so refreshing, very clear. I honestly normally don't feel comfortable, but I feel very comfortable in the ocean here. And I have been loving it so far. We saw a stingray swim by, which made me a little bit nervous, but it was small. It's okay. I'm having a great time. So we have been hanging out in the cabana a little bit. It is about 11:15. Lunch stuff opens at 11:30. So I am headed that way. Honestly, this is our cabana and that is the lunch spot. They're not all that close, but I don't think they are that far of a walk. There are also bathrooms over here. There's a bar over here. I'm gonna go check out the bar because I have about 15 minutes and see like what they're offering. I plan to be there ready to go to get lunch at 11:30. So we will see what happens with that. One thing I noticed that feminine hygiene products were available for free in the bathrooms, which is super important in case an emergency arises while you're on the island. Next, I checked out the Blue Hole Bar, which is the bar in Serenity Bay. They were offering alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages for an additional charge. There has been so much concern about the food and fly situation here on the island, so I decided to get there right at 11:30 as they were opening up. Everything that I got was fresh from the saran wrap, but yes, there were flies around. All of the tables in the main seating areas did have the fly fans on the table, and I had no problem when I returned to the cabana. So I got my lunch. I'm all set. Yes, there are flies. We are outside. Like, it's gonna happen. I get it. I got the burger, the rib, the hot dog, fries, the baked mac and cheese, and they said Texas potato salad. I'm gonna be the judge of Texas potato potato salad officially. That's an egg, hard-boiled egg. I wouldn't say that it's Texas, but it's actually really good. I'm not mad about it. It has red potatoes, and everything else I'm sure is gonna be delicious. Okay, I'm gonna try the rib. I don't usually like ribs, but I'm on vacation. This sauce on this rib is so good. It's like I usually don't like sweet barbecue sauce, but it's like a sweet barbecue sauce that has some peppers on it. And it's delicious. We just finished lunch inside the cabana at the table I left so some other people can sit down, but this area is also our cabana, and there is the water. So I'm gonna sit out here for a little while, let my food go down, and then explore the rest of the spaces here. One thing that I loved was all of these spaces are connected by these piers. So that means that you are not walking in the sand with your stroller or your wagon, and it does make it easier to get from space to space. From the main hub to our cabana, which was at the end, was only about a 5-minute walk, and I found that that was an average walk for me to get to a lot of the spaces. I did take some extra time to go into Disney Tings. This is the main shopping area on the island. They do have a lot of Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point merchandise. This is exclusive to the island. You will not find it in the parks or back on your cruise ship. So if it is important to you to get something from the island, you need to make sure that you get it here. If you have any excursions booked through the Disney Cruise Line, you will want to know where the gathering tree is. The gathering tree is where you will meet up with your excursion. I am at the Goombay Cultural Center, and they are doing some things to prepare for Rush. It is going to be a show out here, but I joined them for a little bit, and I will show you that. I'm excited about this show that is coming up. They have crafts and like this cultural show, so very great for kids, families, even me myself. I was having a great time in there. Let me show you a little bit of what is going on.
So then they all put it together and they made the music Junkaroo. However, there was still some persons they thought it was participation in the music session. So what they did was, hey, just like you cook. I know you cook. They got the purple cabbage.
Do you guys have an understanding why they would call this the heartbeat of Junkaroo? Can you imagine about 40 or 60 of these on a parade eating this at the same time? Definitely understand why it's the heartbeat. Bells ready. Down, 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 down. So good that's about to happen. If you guys want to, you guys get to participate.
Everyone must be in the sand. So we gotta back it on up. Everybody's gonna go on out and see them come down. You can already see the drones, and they are coming on down. I can see them from here, and they are headed right here to the Lookout Cultural Center. So you are in an amazing spot. Now, coming on around this corner. Think we gotta go down here after the whole circle. When you hear me say go home, you're gonna say Junkaroo. All right? Go home. Junkaroo. Go home. Junkaroo. Come on, everyone. You used to be on the map. Here you go. Go home. Junkaroo. Go home. Junkaroo. Oh, yeah. I see our Disney friends. Everyone said, we're in a lot of crazy more Mickey
This Junkaroo Rush celebration was absolutely incredible. One of the things that I loved the most was that it was definitely a celebration of the people, where Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy were an extension. They were off to the side the whole time, while the people of the culture really took the center stage. After this lively celebration, it was about 2:30 p.m. and I decided that it was time for me to head back aboard the Disney Magic. Overall, I loved my day at Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. As someone that has also been to Castaway Cay, I do have some thoughts. For Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, I do love the proximity of everything. Everything seemed to be well within walking distance. Also, the water was so gorgeous and clear. It definitely was a highlight of my day. For me, a con was that there isn't a breakaway like there is at Disney's Castaway Cay that keeps out waves and larger sea creatures. This was very much an all-natural ocean, which was gorgeous, but may be a little bit concerning for families, especially with smaller children in the ocean. I hope you enjoyed watching my day at Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. Let me know in the comments if this is somewhere that you would like to visit or even have a trip planned. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments as well. I know there were a lot of questions about the food and beach areas, and I'd love to answer them for you. Make sure to follow me on my other social medias at Friend Like Duncan. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and I will be sharing so much more about the Disney Magic and Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. If you're ready to book your own sailing on the Disney Cruise Line, send me an email at duncan@friendlikemetravel.com. I would love to assist you in booking your dream cruise. As always, thank you for joining your friend Duncan, and I'll see you real soon.